Scene 11. Enter Claudius.
The guards have gone. Some murder in the hall has drawn them from this orchard here. I could dismiss these guards with but a single word. And yet, methinks the surest course to sway suspicions of a murder wayward of the truth is to have no eyes nor ears aware of my untimely presence here. I must now quickly act, ere guards return and I am banished back to contemplations of a better future with my love. Such dreams be not what hearts desire, but merely forms to tell the soul of what it wishes for. I see thine eyes, accusing eyes that stab me with the treason and wretchedness required to kill a king. You shake your heads that know what truthfully the crime contains. Not murder of a king, no king, but brother here. A brother be the more severe of murders twixt the two. But if the time did so permit, thou wouldst now hear of what a brother this man be, and know that he be worser brother than a king. Such snide superiority he had, of pompous righteousness, that had no care for me nor any man. When I was but the age of 5, he scavenged ants and placed them in my bed, and told me ere I would to bed that ants infect a human with their eggs, and ants' offspring do use the guts and all insides of 5-year childs for food to grow, until they pour from every orifice, once all the flesh and bones of their old home is thus devoured. I lied awake for years into my youth, post-night, that I awoke with ants residing on my skin, on all the parts of me. I had no dreams, but nightmares all, of horrors great, of large and vile monsters that did occupy the walls of chamber mine. This man who lies before us now did tell me afterwards that ants invading boys in midst of night was earthly punishment for those already doomed to hell, and hell for these poor souls was to be eternally so eaten by these ants from inside out. For children, the age of 5, to think themselves so damned for years into their adolescence shall confirm their fate, as they lief accept their fate, and so indulge in all desires that do tempt their hearts, since they are damned to hell regardless of their virtue and their prayers. I still do spy some disapproving looks, some frowns and narrowed eyes for who I am. Perhaps the subject of thy judgment be that he doth sleep, and it's dishonor to assassinate a man so cowardly. This may be so. I wish to wake the king, for him to know the cause of his demise. So peacefully he sleeps. See how his chest expands and then deflates with ease and grace. Perhaps he dreams so tranquil doth his sleep appear. But what do kings dream of? What could a king wish for when he already hath the world? You know not the answer, nor do I, but ere the dawn doth break I shall, as I intend to sleep tonight, perchance to dream. I see the look within thine eyes. But judge me not, for slaying sleeping men, as thee and I would doubtlessly prefer to die in dreams than in the base reality this world provides. And judge me not for slaying he who is my brother, for no brother did he choose to be for me. There are such men to whom I choose to share a brother's love, and by that choice gained authenticity, and not through some randomness of chance of blood's creations, nor through some familial obligatory love. And judge me not for slaying kings, when ere this king doth pass, improved kings shall wear his crown. I have within this vial a juice of cursed Hebanon. I must insert it in entirely into an orifice to take effect. His ear 'twould seem to be the least disturbing to his slumber. I must away, and so permit his death to be discovered by a guiltless man, as I am none. So for my love and kingdom here, the deed is done.
Enter servant.
My lord! Forgive me, lord. Thou needst arise. The captain of the Venice ship, he lies now perished in the hall. Some murder didst befall him, lord. My lord, arise. Arise now. The sailors shall accuse some man of Elsinore to be the guilty party of a murder here. Awake! Awake, my king! But still asleep. What sleep is this? What slumber causes this? This frozen breath? This cold detachment from the sun? Alas. Alack. Oh, wretched morn. Oh, Lord on high. Faith! He's dead! My lord and king is dead! Oh, aid! Oh, God, this cannot be! My lord! Oh, men! Household of the king! Oh, queen! Come see! Come aideth me! I have but lost my sense for life. I cannot recognize my king.
Enter guard.
Oh, wretched day.
Who calls now? Who disturbs our king amidst his sleep? 'Tis knowledge known by all that he doth rest at noon within these orchard walls. What frights thee now? Speak, boy, how hast the king not woken from thy cries?
I cry to heaven high, and still he doth not wake, nor ever shall again, I fear.
My king, awake, my king, it is thy man, thy loyal, trusted man. Awake, I say.
He cannot hear thy words. His ears be dead, along with all the senses of his soul. Oh, our king is dead. Alas the day. He's dead.
This cannot be. He was alive not hours past. He breathed and talked as any man, as thee or I. He was alive. What curse is this?
Our king. Oh, king, he's gone. He's dead. We must inform this household and his family.
O king that ever was a king, he's dead. The king is dead. The king is dead.
Enter Queen Gertrude.
What blasphemies are here, these cries and woes that pierce our noons? I'll have thy heads if this be jests. I am too old for what thy jests concern.
O queen, no jest. We lack what hearts there are that practice forms of such base cruelties. The king, thy husband, there he lies, in death.
Fie upon thy soul, no sleeps nor sunny days can kill my king. He shall decease in battles if he dies at all. My king, my lord, dear husband, friend, arise into my arms. Thou cannot show this weakness in the eyes of thy good servants here. Arise, I say, arise! I am the queen, and hold authority to now command thy body to obey in manners you are apt to do. Alack! Alack, my king, no more a man! What nightmares plague my soul? What guilt consumes my heart that I dream of this? Help! Help! Oh, help me to awake my king!
Oh, woeful hour! I ne'er shall see the sun, a sign of hope, nor happiness again.
Enter Claudius.
I heard thy cries, such piercing cries that now do echo through the stones of castle walls. What sadness has befallen here?
The words cannot escape betwixt my lips, nor even rise above my throat. I am undone.
What ails the king?
My lord, thy brother here. Some curse befalls him ere the sun did reach its peak. The king has passed, untimely passed. Oh, wretched day.
What sayest thou? He was in health and good humor ere this morn began its course. His sleeps are deep and slumbers great. I have so witnessed this since we were youths. My king, awake! Thou dost affright thy queen with this new-found paralysis of sleep. My brother, rise! Look up, dear brother! Free us from this horror now!
I cannot hear thee nor obey thy words, nor ever hear again. How cruel is death to kill our happiness!
How can the world practice cruelty upon this kingdom in such magnitude? No sign, no warning of this curse. Alack! My brother's dead.
A noble
This
king,
day
a
I
goodly
lose
king,
a
we
brother
shall
and
not
a
see the
king.
likes of him
A
again.
king of brothers and a
I
king
never
of
did
kings.
behold
years
a
I thought to
wise
have
man and
this
philosopher.
My flesh so torn from me that
what amounts
touch
the
can't
world
for my
doth
body's
lose
happened.
today?
Curse this day for
I
all
would prefer
eternity!
to drain all jewels and
How
gold
can a
into the
woman live
sea
without a
than
half of
lose
her?
this man to death.
Lord Claudius, some news I must impart to thee. Not minutes past since I did come from yonder hall, where murderer of the captain from across the seas occurred. His body lies within the hall, and blood has spilt across the
Thou
floor.
thinks I care for foreign blood? Be gone! Permit Italians to leave when time doth suit their will. I care naught for but my dead brother here, and will not hear of stately manners till I grieve appropriately for my king, and dare not tempt to carry news of state into presence of our queen, or I'll find means to give our king some company for his soul's journey to wherever death finds means to go.
I will obey thee, lord.
Servant, do not depart. Fetch a horse, the speediest horse our stables can provide. Make ways to port ere Hamlet doth depart. He must not go to Wittenberg, now that his king and father has transgressed. I must make means to bid these tears be gone ere he returns, so that I may find the strength to aid his own.
I shall return with him, my queen.
And thou, make means to fetch Polonius, and have his daughter brought to Hamlet's chamber ere he doth return. I fear my love for him cannot suffice for aid into his heart. But youthful woman that she is, Ophelia shall give him comfort that his mother hath not will nor fortitude to do in these dark times.
I will do so, my queen.
Oh, Gertrude, all the grief that courses through our minds and hearts hath no escape, save through the drops of water from our eyes, such slow and steady leaks that fail to keep the pace with what doth breed tenfold within our chests. The only comfort for such grief is knowledge that there be some beings in proximity that know of grief, specific griefs that ails the two of us. Let us not undertake this grief alone, as under weight of it the legs of Atlas would soon break.
My lord, my life's dear brother Claudius, I pray that what thou needs to now survive this plague of misery will fall from the skies above, and heaven grant thee gifts of recompense. For loss thou hast been cursed with on this day. But I, alas, I must entreat the time alone. I know not how to share my grief, nor spend some thoughts nor words to aid the grief of others than myself. Forgive me, Lord. I cannot aid thee in thy plight, but pray that thou finds peace on days in close proximity to this, as I'll have none.
My queen, the time is thine. My soul requests to be the first thou beckons for to aid thy life under death's curse.